All right, good. We recording. All right, that down. Trevon, do the intro, you big head.
No intro song? Yeah.
You do it, you fucking dickhead.
You want me to do the fucking? All right, fuck it.
It's your meeting.
All right. What's going on, peoples? It's your boy Ray. It's a very, very, very special episode of Dem. Oh no, well not that anymore. Start over, doing something brand new. You know, it's called No Agendas Podcast. We still got the core group, but we decided to add some extra spice to the mix, you know. And I'm gonna introduce first my boy, Devon. What's up, Vaughn? Say hey to the people.
Yeah, what's happening, people?
See, you see that silky deepness of that voice. You know, y'all ain't gotta listen to my high pitchness no more. My bitch assness in my voice no more. You got some of that silky smooth, huh? Of
I had to bring
course.
the baritone to the mix. I mean, you know, a little bass.
Of course.
I do my part.
And then got my cousins in the building. Always gotta rock with the Rays. What's up, Trevon?
What's happening?
My man, how you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. I ain't gonna lie. It's good to
I
see
ain't
you.
even say that.
It's good to see
really,
see your fucking face, yeah.
And I did work.
I know exactly
Work.
how that is.
We grown men now. Work.
Yes,
It seems like when you off work, you still work.
Yeah.
oh, you have no idea.
And then the youngest gun, Veloso, in case you ain't know. So what's up, Easy?
What's going down?
How you been, man?
I've been doing pretty well, you know, promotion from last time. We've done this podcast and everything, so you know,
More money, more
been
problems.
going pretty well. Yeah, more money, more problems. I'm tired of the job, but you know,
That's
it's
what's
life.
up. You with the Blue Bubble gang.
Yeah, now we gotta get Vaughn up in this shit.
Yeah, Vaughn, come on, you got to make the switch, man.
Switch to
Go from
Apple.
briefs to boxes.
what?
Oh, get an iPad.
You gotta get an iPhone, man. Bill got the.
Well, I
Bill
was gonna
made
say
the
pardon.
switch.
I was gonna say pardon fucking me. That's none of your business, right? First of all, I like the support. All right. You said
I like the support.
all right, no. So all right, you said move to Apple.
Apple, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
I asked you. Hold on.
Okay.
I just got a new phone.
You did.
I asked you.
Yes.
I said, hey, what do you think? And then I've been an Android user since ever. So I don't know. At this point, I think the transition would. I'd be more frustrated than anything. I'm sorry. You know.
Bill, as the newest user, do you mirror what Vaughn is saying?
There's some things I miss from Android. I'm used to having my notifications at the top.
You can actually pull them to the top.
You said what?
In the middle of your screen, just drag down.
No, I mean just like when
even
if I'm not, it's there. I still swipe down on the Droid. You can do that in the Droid, but you got at least see the notifications.
Exactly. I mean,
it's a way to set it up, but you gotta. It's it's like
it's already done. With
right, I was gonna say the fact that you have to say that.
I understand.
Fuck the trick. I'm good.
When I made the switch, it was awkward. It was awkward at first for me.
But you made this switch early as hell.
Did I make it early as hell? I mean, it was years. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been longer than 5 years.
It's kind of like dark. It's like the Dark Souls of
because you had the Galaxy, and then like when I came up there, that's when you switched over.
You had the Galaxy. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think the Galaxy Note.
I didn't have a note. I never had a note.
I had a Note 4.
Yeah, Vaughn had a note.
I had a Note 4.
Yeah, I stopped. I left right when they were starting to make phones bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Because you still had a small phone when, yeah.
yeah. When I switched over, I think the first one I had was an iPhone 4 or something like that.
No,
I
you had
think.
you had the 'cause when I came up there, I had the 4. Then you switched over to, I think it was either the 5 or the 6.
I don't know. Bro, you probably got better memory than I do. At
'Cause
this point, I just like my phone. I used to switch every time
No,
they
you
came
switched
out.
over.
Every other
You
time.
switched over when I first, at like a couple of months after I moved back up.
Okay, yeah, probably shit.
And plus, I'm not on the bleeding edge or nothing anyway. I went from like a Pixel. I got a Pixel 6, I think. So I went from like 3 to 6. I'm not really on the bleeding edge. I don't get a phone every time something new drops out.
Okay, cool. Well, we're not a Apple versus Android podcast.
But
Do a mixture of shit. Where y'all want to start at, man? Where y'all want to start? Y'all want to just get this shit out the way so we can get it out there and we can move
get it
the
out.
fuck on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So last week, is it a week yet? It has been. It's been literally 7 days.
About an entire week.
It has been 7 days. Yeah, because the Grammys are on right now, which is crazy. Because I hope nobody gets slaps today. But 7 days. 7 days ago, nigga Will Smith literally walked on stage and smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. I don't know if it was smacked the shit out of him, but he smacked him. Yeah, it was a smack. It definitely was. Was it a smack or a slap?
It was a slap.
It was a slap. It was a slap. Yeah, I gotta agree with my boy Craig. He didn't follow through enough. He didn't bring it back enough, and then follow through. It wasn't a
That's a slap. That's a slap. He just did a shoulder, all in the shoulders. He didn't bring from what the
it wasn't coming from back. It wasn't coming from back there. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. Nah. Did anybody think about Bernie Mac after that happened?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I really thought
I seen Bernie Mac
when he was just slapping down again.
Yeah, he walked down the trains, just bow.
Union Station, just taking niggas out. Yeah.
Take motherfucking soul. Just
Did y'all watch it? Were y'all watching it live?
No, I didn't watch it live.
Not at all.
I was watching that shit live. Man. It was so, because at first I thought the shit was fake. Man. I thought it was like a skit. Because I had to ask myself, what the hell did he say? That Will Smith was walking up there. And then when he slapped him, I knew it was, I was like, oh, this shit might be real, the way Chris Rock was looking. And then when the audio cut out, I was like, oh no, this shit is real. And basically was just reading lips from there when that nigga was all like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And I was like, oh shit, this shit is real. Like he really walked up there and slapped this nigga because he made a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this shit is real. This shit is really fucking real. And then, of course, the world just exploded since then. Everybody has had their opinions and shit, broken shit the fuck down 100 times. Yeah, everything. Everything.
And then Chris Rock starts his tour immediately. Yeah.
Immediately. But I ain't mad at him. Shit.
No. Get the money. No, do you think?
Hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah.
We're adding another show. Yeah, they're doing a bunch of that.
Mm-hmm.
So how did y'all feel about this shit?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
They both were wrong, but because he got slapped, because Will Smith smacked Chris, he's gonna receive the punishment. But
you don't think Will did? You think Will did something wrong, but you don't think?
No, I think Chris did wrong too.
Oh, you think both of them was wrong?
Yeah, they both were wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason I say this because when everybody was saying, "Oh, Chris didn't know," I was like, "Look, their families had about 30 years of connection with each other, being to have the same friends. They did movies together. They hired each other's family members to be in different movies or TV shows. Like from Chris Rock being on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to hiring his youngest brother to be in All of Us, to Chris Rock doing movies with Jada. Like, so that's at least from 30 years of knowing each other. So for him to say he didn't know about it, it was complete.
You talk about that? You mean that he didn't know about the alopecia?
Yeah, and then that's still no excuse. And then Jada, she, like, if you read the history between Jada and Chris, Jada don't rock with Chris no more because of what he said during that one the one artist when he told her that she wasn't invited because of the
she was on a TV show, right? Oh yeah, right.
So there was
2016.
Like,
I see what she did there though. She don't rock with Chris.
yeah.
So this is the type of puns and type of words
they don't rock with each other. So I think he took it upon arrogance of himself to like, oh, I'm safe with this, so I can say whatever I want. You know what I'm saying?
But was he wrong about that first joke? If you're not invited, why are you saying anything about it in the first place?
It's not about being invited, not invited. It's things was they were protesting more than just being invited, being not invited, because she does still do movies. But
was he wrong if she wasn't invited in the first place, though?
From a comedy standpoint, I mean, if you boycott
it's funny.
That's funny.
I mean, that's hilarious. Oh my God, I did not think about that shit.
Come on, man. You're not invited already.
But at the same time, he's making a joke out of her expense.
He's a comedian. Every joke is at somebody's expense.
You can't say I'm a comedian and everything you say just makes it okay just because you make it funny.
True. I mean, the way I feel about this, it wasn't even take all that shit that happened in the past, take their family history away and all that shit. Let's just boil it down to the fucking moment. The joke wasn't even that hard fucking hit. He didn't call her a bald-headed bitch. He didn't call her a nappy-headed hoe. He just said, "Oh, she's G.I. Jane." That ain't the worst thing in the world. I actually enjoyed that Demi Moore movie. You know what I mean? She was a strong heroine and all that shit. Did she get raped in that movie? I know she whooped some ass in that joint.
She got sexual assault.
It was a training situation, yeah. Close.
But she wasn't a weak person in that joint. You know what I'm saying? And I saw some people saying, "Oh, it would have been the joke would have been better if they said she looked like she gonna be in the next Black Panther movie as the head of the Dora Milaje or something like that." And I'm just like, what's the fucking difference, man? I don't really see the fucking difference. The joke ain't that fucking bad. I think the shit that I didn't. I think Will Smith is straight up wrong. I'm a student of comedy, you know what I'm saying, and there is a line that you shouldn't cross a lot of the time. I don't really like a lot of shock comedy either. Like I know Vaughn, you like Bill Burr and shit. Like I'm not saying that Bill Burr's not funny. I don't really like Bill Burr. That's a little too much shock for me.
He's an angry man.
And not to say that Bill Burr is controversial or anything like that, or he say some he don't even say no racist shit or nothing like that. He does a little bit, but not like towards my race. But you know, like I said, I understand that there's a line. I don't feel like he crossed the line when he said that. When he said that to her, regardless of if he knew she had the fucking alopecia or not. I don't feel like he crossed the line. All he said was you gonna be I love Jada, I love you.
But you can
I
still
look forward
say
to seeing the next G.I. Jane movie.
You can still say I love
the next G.I. Jane movie.
I want to say it's more per se of the if we go to the same party, right? We don't like each other. you know I don't like you. What you want to talk to me, right? Or you want to try to say anything unless you're trying to provoke something, right?
hmm But I'm not
Yeah.
a comedian. I'm
Huh?
not hired to get up. I'm not
It
hired
doesn't
to
matter
get
if
in
you're
front of a
comedian or
crowd.
not. Listen, it
I mean,
doesn't
I'm not
matter.
hired. I'm not hired to get in front of a crowd. We're in this. That's
But
see, being at
but
a
he can.
party and making a joke at a
But
party is different
that
than
still
me
doesn't
being
give you.
paid to go up somewhere and make
But that,
jokes. I'm being paid to make the joke.
but that's still like, let's say if a lot of comedians, like, even if they know somebody, they'll talk to them first. Yo, I'm about to tell this joke, and that joke. Are you okay with that? Like, for instance, Kevin Hart does that a lot. Like, they'll sit down, like, if he feels like it might offend somebody, even if they bring up name of, they'll go to the person that talks to the, yo, is this okay? To just stepping out of line, and that has happened before. I don't think that Will Smith was mad at the joke. He was mad at the fact that it was pointed towards Jada because she just got through the emotions and everything of being diagnosed and going through losing her hair and everything. And then, like, even though she said she's gonna fine, because people say I'm fine about something, and then like something happens and she can relapse. I think he was more pissed off with the fact that he told that joke, and she was like, "Oh shit, she might relapse," and then he had to go through all these bullshit again with it. So
I mean,
I said the reason why I'm saying Chris Rock wrong because I feel like he was trying to poke the bear, and
that's
I
what
don't think
comedy
he was.
is, though.
no, no,
But
it's,
I feel
yeah,
like
but you still,
comically, that's what it'd be different if the cameras weren't on. That's not the set the stage. I'm not being put on stage
but it still
to
doesn't give
make
you the right.
jokes.
That it still
Like
doesn't give you the
if
right.
they were in private and it was just literally them three in the room, and he was to be like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be in the next G.I. Jane movie because you bald." Then yeah, I'm gonna swing on you. You talking to my wife, but we like in a comedy setting.
That's not
Mm,
not even a comedy setting. That's the
It kind of is. The Oscars every year. That's why they hire comedians to actually host.
comedians, yeah,
They
to
do this
host.
shit so they can do crowd work.
but you still doesn't
Like,
give you the right to talk about it. Because I guarantee if you want
uh,
to say that about Denzel Washington wife or Samuel Jackson,
Trayvon, I'll say this though. Like, I hear what you're saying, but like, you gotta think of the setting they were in, right? You know who Ricky Gervais is?
yeah,
Okay, that dude has hosted multiple celebrity events. He has torn entire new assholes in all of Hollywood, and they keep inviting them back. And I'm talking like rough shit. He says some fucked up stuff on national television to a crowd of people who he's talking about. Nobody got up there and took a swing at him.
because they know he was there. They knew,
Right, because they knew a
his
comedian was
character.
on stage, right?
But I'm not saying like Chris Rock's like Chris Rock, he can't tell jokes. But I'm just saying, like, if I don't like somebody and I'm on stage, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna start talking jokes, make jokes about them because I know that they don't rock with me. That like sometimes you got to differentiate. Like, okay, I can make jokes about something else, but I ain't got to talk to you. It's like you
You
just
mean
got
I get what you're saying because you're saying that they already had past beef. So the fact that he
yeah,
said anything to her at all, it was
yeah,
already a problem.
That's
Okay,
true.
I
yeah.
So
understand, I
let's go to
understand
the
that.
other, let's go to the other
Understand
side
that.
of this though. Let's go to the other side of this though. We've been on the Chris Rock side of it, you know, whether he should have said the joke or not. This dude, Will Smith,
Yeah,
Mr. Instagram,
He fucking laughed. Yeah. He
inspirational
laughed at that
speaker,
shit.
yada yada yada. That nigga
Yeah.
walked up on stage and struck a dude in
hey,
his face on national television.
No,
Come on,
I ain't gonna
man.
lie. I ain't gonna lie though. That night,
Just
I was
saying,
like,
keep my name's wife out of your mouth would have sufficed. But
Yeah, that was. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie.
we talk about, you
I'm
know,
not going to fucking lie. That night, I was like, that's the most gangster shit. This the most gangster shit I ever seen in my fucking life.
that's the other side of
the
the
first thing
conversation.
I heard,
This nigga slapped. He walked on stage when he wasn't supposed to walk on stage. He wasn't supposed to be up there. Slapped, walked center stage, not come from the side, left center stage, left stage, right. Came up the middle of the stage, slapped my man, sat
then
down
pissed
in the
off, yeah.
front row, in the first row, in the first dead center, and stayed there, cussed out the entire fucking venue, and stayed there the whole night, collected his award, was allowed to stay there the whole night, collect his award, and then go to the after party and sing and shit. Do fucking Miami and all that shit. Fucking
That's
get
the
jiggy.
part I'm
Jiggy.
saying. Like, all right, that's the part I was gonna get
I
to
was like,
on
this
the
shit is
back end,
so fucking gangster,
right?
man.
That was the gangster shit I've seen in television.
So gangster.
I mean, like, you know, since the Source Awards, that's the gang.
Right.
Anyway, God damn it, Phil. So the most gangster shit I've seen since the fucking Source Awards and motherfuckers doing crazy shit. But this dude literally, and we know, black community, right? A slap across the face.
That's almost what punch me, nigga.
Disrespectful.
Nigga, punch me.
That's
No,
yeah,
the
that's,
only,
ooh, like
I
manhood
think-
wise.
I think the only thing that you could do less than a slap to me is like spit on me or
It's
pat my
spit on
pockets.
niggas.
Spit
It's
on me or
spit on
pat my
somebody.
pockets. Yeah. If you spit on
Spit
if
on
you spit in my
somebody,
fucking
pat
face.
pocket,
No,
you know,
the smush, not
like
the smush, the whole the front of the face and just smush the shit out of
I
them.
think I'd rather you smush me. than
slap
slap.
is like,
I
I'm
think
sorry.
I would.
No, I'm talking about like the
Yeah, I know
the
what
full,
you
full
mean.
face.
I know.
I think
yeah.
I
Like
think
the
I would
whole-
rather you smush me than slap. That's a personal preference. I think everybody
Yeah,
but
has their
slap is
own.
just like when that shit happens, you got slapped, my nigga. Like you got slapped. Like
And you know what? A lot of
You see how
times,
it registered?
the slap don't even hurt. It be the sound.
it's the sound,
It
and
be
it's the fact that you know what? I'll take it a step further, right? This is what it is. This is where the ultimate disrespect and the mental thing comes in with that whole slap aspect, right? You had a free shot at me. You had an issue with me. You had a free shot at me. You didn't even have the gall to ball your fist up.
Yeah.
I'm not worth that. You just slapped me.
I
Like you ain't knocked me the fuck out. You could have did that real easy. All you had to do is ball your fist up. But I'm such a non-threat to you. You slapped me.
and walked off.
That's a bitch. That's a bitch you move.
Didn't back away from him.
Hold on.
Turned
Hold on.
around.
I'm gonna tell you what make this.
Use my
I'll
back.
make this-
Hey, I ain't know the Fresh Prince had it in him.
Hold on,
He
hold
ran
on.
happy most of the time. You know what
Well,
I mean? Like, I ain't
you gotta
say
remember,
that.
he got into that one little fight, so now
Well,
it's two
yeah.
little fights.
I'm gonna tell you like
Now he got
What-
two little fights.
the worst part about the whole video. Worst part about the whole video that's out there was the fact
And his
that
mom got scared. Huh?
when Questlove came up. When
I
Questlove
didn't
came
know
up
what
after
the
he won
fuck.
the award,
I feel bad for
he
Quest.
hugged him, man. After he
Yeah,
hugged
and he hugged Will before he got to the stage. Yo. That's
Yo.
that's what I'm like. Yo, this nigga was he like. But I feel like that's a part of not knowing how to react to something because you like. I think Questlove got love for Will and Chris Rock. It just didn't know what the fuck to do at that moment, and then of course his emotions from winning that award, the documentary award, and everything like that. He didn't know what the fuck.
He walked straight up the Will though. He walked straight up the Will.
He did because Will was. I mean, everybody had to look. If you was getting on
No,
the stage
no,
that
there was
night
a ramp.
and you won an
There was a ramp.
award, you had to walk past Will because the
No.
big ass table. They had a big ass couch.
No, no, yeah, they had
Super
two ramps.
encouraging, inspiring motherfucker. Like he has a reputation. You know, like I said, have you seen all these fucking videos about this dude talking about how fucking enlightened he is? And
Yeah.
then he hauled off and slapped the shit out of somebody in front of everybody?
Yeah,
The irony that's dripping in that situation.
listen.
Yeah, I
Like
told
I
my
said.
friends that I was like, it just ruined the image that people had of him.
But as far as the image goes, like I said, that first night, I was like, "This is the most gangster shit I heard. I see."
Oh no,
I see.
no.
But that
Fuck,
second
all right.
night, when all the angles came out and then the recording, they had the audio for you and everything like that. The next morning, I was like, "Oh, this nigga, a bitch, yo." Because then we
Chris
saw
Rock or Will?
Will Smith. Because you see that he laughed at the fucking joke, yo.
And
He
then got
laughed
up.
at that shit. He
And then got
laughed
up.
at that shit before he laughed at that shit. That's the shit that pissed me off. Cause I'm like, if my wife having health issues like that and she has like a problem with it or something like that,
You're
Then-
not gonna laugh at all.
I wouldn't
I'm
laugh
sorry,
at that.
man.
Dude,
I'm sorry, man. When the
I
last
wouldn't
time
laugh at
y'all
that shit.
heard that alopecia was a terminal fucking illness?
Dog,
What the fuck, dude?
it's an
No,
image. Come on,
You
yeah.
know what? You know
Come the
women worry
fuck
about
on.
their image.
we
Come
can't
on,
say
dog.
we can't
I
say
get the
I
image
don't-
part of it.
Listen, I'm kind of trying to give Jada the benefit of the doubt because I don't want to go back into old videos where she was saying like, "Oh, I love my bald head and this, and that." And at first she cut her hair for her daughter, or then she cut her hair for her son, and then all of a sudden she cut her hair for the alopecia, and then she was like, "I don't give a fuck what anybody say about my hair because
chasing.
I love my bald hair and all that shit."
Clout
I'm trying to
chasing.
give her the benefit of the doubt, but now that I said
Clout
it, I'm
chasing.
not giving her the benefit of the doubt. Actually,
chasing.
I'm gonna take it a step further. I've been kind of like fuck Jada. I'll rewind it back. I've been like fuck Will for a couple of years now. And I think I've expressed that to, if not all of y'all, I know at least I told Vaughn that shit. I don't see the big deal about Will Smith. I've never seen it. He got a good agent. Whoever the fuck picks his movies for him is really good, and his opportunities and everything like that is really good. But I don't think that nigga's that good of a fucking actor. I think there's way more black actors out here that are 10 times fucking better than him. And you could name a Will Smith movie, and I could name somebody who they could have cast who could have been 10 times better than that nigga.
But we proved that shit. We actually did an exercise.
Yes,
we
we
said,
did.
hey, take Will Smith out of any movie and insert Cuba Gooding Jr.
And put Cuba in, and Cuba would be a better actor. It'll be a better. Whatever. You hire Will for the money, and I think after Earth, niggas start saying, "Oh, niggas don't really want to see Will Smith movies no more because they wasn't hitting at the box office."
But he was that movie wasn't really his fault. That was
which one?
After Earth.
Whose fault was it?
After Earth was
explain that to me.
The nigga paid for it.
I mean, I'm not going.
Jada was in most
I'm not going to take it away. I'm not going to. Dog, Will Smith is forceful. Will Smith is very forceful, yeah. I think he forced Jada into this marriage. One, I think he forced a lot of shit. He forced Willow to do music because a lot of times, all of his kids have, and even his wife have stories about him forcing them to do shit, only for them to have to like almost cuss them out to shock him to be like, I don't want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? Jada's thing was she had to fuck other niggas in order to shock him to say, I don't want to be with you no more. You know, and they still fucking together. But anyway, but after Earth, that nigga Jaden was like, I don't want to do movies, nigga. Like I don't want to fucking act. I want to sell these waters. Yeah, I want to sell this water. I want to make up a car company. You know what I'm saying? And I'll drop a mixtape every now and then. And I want white people to think I'm cool. That's it. I don't want to be in fucking movies. If I gotta be in movies to do that, then I don't want that. But Will Smith is a fucking narcissist. But like I said, I've been saying fuck Will Smith for years. I had hope I was cool with Jada until that bitch brought that fucking red table talk up. And I don't like to call women bitches, but that bitch is a bitch.
Dude,
sorry.
No, that red table talk shit.
Ever since that fucking red table, young.
Perspective shifting.
Terrible, Joe.
Perspective shifting.
Terrible. And the reason I think it's terrible is because y'all had all these years where y'all had all this dirt underneath. Like, we don't need to know y'all shit. We don't need to know y'all fucking shit.
Who gives a fuck? Like, but the thing is, like I said, clout chasing. She wants to be relevant still. Her acting definitely ain't doing it. Honestly, the last thing I saw her in was that fucking Gotham show. She was trash.
She was straight garbage.
White people love
Nobody
Fish Mooney?
Trash.
Fish Mooney?
She was in that A Girl's Trip.
Oh,
she
come on.
The best part of that movie.
One.
Huh?
She was the focal point.
She wasn't the best part of that movie.
I was gonna say, who gave it?
I didn't watch it. I just know she was in it.
Oh, no. I got you.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. She. What's the last thing you believe that she did? Like that she was with? Honestly, she did that red table thing. She clout chasing. She just needs something to keep herself relevant. And you know she's pandering. Because you know how much chicks like dirt? Chicks will tune in forever for like tea talk, whatever the hell ever. Like, let's just go ahead and put all our dirty shit out there. We're human too. Nobody gives a fuck. They don't. and then you bring Will out there.
That shit was so sad. That shit was so sad.
And this is the thing. I just had this conversation with people at work. Like this is actually before that whole thing came out. We had that conversation. That nigga is King Simp.
Super.
I'm sorry.
Super.
He is.
He don't want to let her go.
He King Simp. And then you bring this dude onto your expose all show, like you gonna be the next fucking Oprah or whatever, and you basically put him as emotional as he could possibly get in front of a camera and just say, yeah, I fucked that nigga. I mean, what the fuck does entanglement mean? I'm sorry.
And that's what his face. He kind of said it. Really, Jada. Really, Jada. Entanglement.
So you gonna say you fucked him without saying you fucked him?
Fuck that.
She's trash.
She's trash. She controlling that man. That's why I say she controls.
He hit his button that night. That's what I think. She hit his button that night.
He was laughing at the shit. Looked over at her, and she said, "I need that fucking."
Nodded.
I need that angle. I need that fucking angle.
Oh, I saw that angle too. Cause she
I saw the angle when she slapped him, and when he slapped him, Chris Rock. When he slapped Chris Rock, and when he was cussing him out, she was laughing, and she had that motherfucker look on her face.
Yeah,
I need that. I need that angle of right after that nigga laughed. I need that shit. I need that full on. It's out there. It's fucking out there.
But here's the thing. Here's what makes me feel like it was a setup. Here's what makes me feel like it was a setup, right? And I bet you this happens. Trayvon, you said something real interesting, right? You said that most people, when they cool in that field, comedians, they'll bring it up, like Kevin Hart said, they'll bring it up to you in advance, right? All that shit. Probably did bring that up with them in advance. Chris Rock is a stand-up dude. He don't necessarily he don't do a whole lot of shit tearing people down for the most part.
I actually, there was a lot of reports coming out about him. It's not looking good for Chris either.
Oof.
Black
but
Twitter.
Going with this, right? You see what I'm going with this, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
You see what I'm going with this, right?
I just gotta fuck off Twitter.
Yeah, but he more.
Nigga, they cancel Zoe
interview out there right now about with Chris Rock, CK, Louis CK.
Oh, Louis CK?
Yeah, that shit
Louis
when they
CK,
was yeah.
That does not look good. That's not looking good for Chris.
Yeah, when he was sitting with Ricky Gervais, Louis CK, and Seinfeld, and that nigga Louis CK was talking about how he say nigger on stage with a hard ER, and he was saying it. Chris Rock, the only black dude in the room, didn't correct him. He was like, "Yeah, Louis, you don't understand. Louis CK is a different person. He says it all the time. I kind of let him say it. He said, yeah, he says nigger, and then Ricky Gervais was like, oh, so you say nigger?" And Jerry Seinfeld was like, "No, I don't think you all should be saying that. Like, that's not cool."
This is the most.
And Chris Rock was trying to be like, "No, it's cool. They can say it." Like, what? No, I understand what you said about that. I still don't think he deserves to get slapped. No. I mean, no. Not for the Jada joke.
His image, right?
I'm just saying, like,
because part about his image. That's a whole nother topic. Is what if he is Uncle Tom? That's a whole nother topic, right? We talking about the motherfucker that got slapped. Like, let's talk about
what I'm saying is because of that slap, a lot of people has been going pulling up dirt.
As they do.
Of course, they go pull up dirt on both sides. I mean,
it was funny.
I don't think y'all realize. I don't think y'all realize. We no longer live on Earth anymore. We don't live on Earth. I don't know. God is no longer in our multiverse anymore. He went to a different multiverse. We live in Gotham City right now. We really fucking live in Gotham City right now.
I don't want to say Gotham City.
Bad guys are getting away with a lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
A lot of fucking shit.
I don't want to say Gotham.
Gotham.
It's more like Metropolis because everything looks good.
Nigga. We live in
No.
That
man's only worried about the real bad guys.
No. No,
Let me finish.
Nah,
Let me
son.
finish. Let
Nah,
me finish.
son.
If you
No,
ain't got a
son. It ain't
nickname in
Metropolis, son.
Gotham,
I
Batman's
agree
not
with
worried
you,
about
Let me
you.
son.
land the
God
plane.
still
Let
is.
me land the
Hey,
plane.
It's
hey,
Gotham.
Vaughn,
Let
Vaughn,
me-
if you ain't got a nickname in Gotham, Batman's not really
That
worried
mean he
about
not
no,
fucking with
hold
you.
on.
He not. He not fucking with him.
Let
If
me
you got
explain
If you ain't got
costumes,
a nickname,
wearing
if you ain't
makeup,
got a street name, if you don't got a street name, Batman's not worried
You
about you.
still
a
using
special
your
car,
government.
explain something, okay?
If you
gas.
still your government, still using your
Gotham
government.
City, every time you look at Gotham City, it looks dusty and everything, right? It look menacing, like something's
It look,
something's
have you
crazy.
looked outside?
When you look at Metropolis,
Have you looked?
everything looks good when the sun goes up.
It
But
don't look good out here.
it's
Hold on.
grimy.
In
And
Metropolis, though.
yes, it do.
In Metropolis, you got a nigga that'll take you to jail for littering.
Yeah.
We just
Two
said God.
same
Hold on. Ray
cats.
just said
But
God
but
left
in
them on the
Metropolis,
right?
but
He
in
left us.
Metropolis, you got the richest motherfucker on looking at down. Everybody like, look at these goddamn PIs. And
Yeah, but in Gotham, everybody is
You
evil.
gotta
And
do is
everybody
float
around,
around and say, look at
everybody,
these goddamn skills.
all the motherfuckers with money is evil except for one motherfucker. And he ain't worried about everybody else. I'm trying to tell you. Look at that fucking the Supreme Court judge nominee hearings, young. I'm just like, all of this shit that they were saying about this youngin, probably the most stand-up chick in the world. And then, like you said with the Chris Rock shit, you are literally you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. There's going to be some shit if you ever become famous or whatever like that. There's gonna be some shit somebody's gonna dig up that you posted on Facebook when you was in middle school,
absolutely.
put on Twitter
Nobody
or something like that. That they're gonna immediately, nigga, they're canceling Zoe Kravitz. All she did was speak. She was at the event and she spoke up about the shit. They're canceling Zoe Kravitz. Jim Carrey. They asked Jim Carrey a question about it because he's doing promo for his
Promo for
Sonic 2
movie.
movie. It wasn't like Jim Carrey volunteered the information. They asked Jim Carrey about this shit, and he gave his opinion on the shit. And they canceling Jim Carrey. They bringing up all Jim Carrey's dirt and shit like that. But but the thing about it is, everybody worried about this shit, but all of the shit the real shit that's going on in the background, the senators that's being ran by the mob, you know what I'm saying, that's being funded by Falcone and Sal Maroni and shit like that. Them motherfuckers is they are poisoning our water.
Let's be real about the.
That Nestle shit, Ray.
You know what I mean? Come on.
Hey, let's be real about
we living in Gotham, my nigga. We ain't in Metropolis. I would happily be in Metropolis. If we lived in Metropolis, I would sit my black ass down and shut the fuck up.
But
because I know if I accidentally fell off my balcony, I'm straight.
Everybody go outside though. But let's be real about Zoe Kravitz, right? Reason why everybody get on Zoe Kravitz because one, she made she was making some marks about Jaden when he was 14 years old.
All right, hold on.
They dug it up because she made it. She brought up her opinion about
Zoe. Though. I need to be spun up on Zoe. What did that problem ass chick do? Because and when I say problem, you know what I mean. Yeah, what did she do? Hold on, I'm gonna say, what did she do? I'm not spun up on Zoe.
She gave her opinion about the Will Smith shit, and then everybody started digging up shit.
She didn't give her opinion about the Will Smith. She just made some sly remarks with like, oh, this is what I wore before the before somebody gets slapped, and this is supposed another one. This is what I wore after somebody got slapped.
Yeah, and people canceled it. She didn't do anything. What did she do? She did nothing. She did nothing, man.
But at the end of the day,
nothing.
What man, Andre? If the mom was a quarter, the daughter must be a dime. I'm not gonna lie. I went with a female friend to go see Batman, and I was nudging her the whole time. I was like, "Yo," I was nudging, "Yo, Zoe, that problem." I don't usually like skinny chicks, but Jesus Christ,
it's crazy. And it seemed like the only person who it's just crazy how many people come to Will Smith's defense. It's okay, and it's okay to come to his defense. But
I told you, it's the persona,
not at the expense of others.
It's the persona, though. That's what I was saying. Like, that's what I was leading to with this whole thing was, first of all, I think that Not that it was staged, but I think Will and Jada knew what the fuck they were going to do. I think Will knew what he was
I
going to
don't
do.
know, but that's interesting. I didn't think I hadn't
Ray,
thought about
Yeah,
that.
we'll be right back. I got
Ray, you're married, right?
Right.
You're in that situation. You sitting up front with Brittany. Somebody makes a joke. If you stood up and started walking towards the dude, what's Brittany gonna do? Sit there
My wife,
calmly?
she would have stopped. She just stopped me. And I've been in
Well, she gonna sit there
situations. I've been in
calmly.
situations like that. Yeah.
The video of the chicks, Jada did not flinch
No.
at all.
That's why I
She
said
had
I need
the
that
perfect posture.
angle of before he walked up.
She had the perfect posture. She was looking dead ahead at it. She watched the whole thing happen and didn't flinch when he got slapped at all. Everybody flinched. You heard, ooh, oh, and she just sat there. No reaction.
But you gotta understand, she's from Baltimore though, so that's
You damn right she's from Baltimore. Because right before her husband went up there, she said, "Oh, that's
right
funny,
back.
motherfucker." And he was just like, "All right, you know what? I'm gonna fix it." And then went up there and slapped that nigga.
But you get my point though, right? She had zero reaction.
I don't know if they planned it, but I think she, like you said, I think she gave it. I definitely feel like she gave the nigga
At least the okay. Now, on the other side of this, we're talking about ramifications, right? So the fallout from this whole thing, Chris Rock show is going to sell out everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
People can't wait to hear him talk about it. He's
The first,
probably
like, couple shows.
in a live version of it. If he doesn't have a deal with Netflix already, he has one now. Like, ink ain't even dry yet. Like, he has one now to videotape at least one of his shows on this tour, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people can't wait because that shit views go through the roof. I wouldn't be surprised.
He got a Breakfast Club or Charlemagne interview coming up.
Oh,
I'm just saying, one of those.
One of those, right?
Because Oprah,
He's going to do the tour.
He's not going to Oprah not going to talk to him. Oprah will probably talk to Will and Jada.
Oprah talk to Jada.
Yeah.
Oprah talk to Will and Jada. Chris get Power 106. Yeah, you're right. But this is how I feel about us as a people, right? As a world.
Oh my God, we look so terrible.
United States, especially the United States, right? Man, Getting Jiggy with it will probably be the most played song on like Spotify, like the day after. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's just people are playing Getting Jiggy with it.
I was looking at something, and iRobot was like the number one downloaded movie on fucking like Apple or some shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? iRobot, nigga.
See what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched King Richard after that shit.
I know, I watched it before. I can't watch it again. That's something I'll go back to.
No, that's a one watch.
Yeah.
DVD sales for that movie wouldn't be through the roof. Hence Oscar bait. Most Oscar bait movies.
Oh yeah, that was definitely an Oscar bait. I honestly, when they announced that they were making that movie, I didn't understand. Like I can't remember who made a joke about it. It was Wanda Sykes or Amy Schumer when they were like, the movie about the best actor is nominated for a movie about the greatest female tennis players ever. Father. That like I didn't understand I'd rather see because now it's like a Venus and Serena. It's like if they made the Jackson American Dream movie and called it the Joe Jackson movie. King Joe.
Honestly, it was though.
But they didn't call it that though.
I mean,
right?
I'm just saying that movie
I'm not
was.
mad at it. It was called the Jacksons,
you know, that
an American Dream
movie. That kind of was the Joe Jackson show.
Yeah, I get you that.
He was captivating.
Yeah, the movie was about him.
He was absolutely captivating.
But it wasn't called Joe Jackson.
You hung on every word, bro.
King Joe.
Yeah.
What's love got to do with wasn't called Ike? King Ike. You know what I mean?
Fuck you, right? You're baiting me right now, and I know you're baiting me because you know I'd still watch it if it was called that. Just you know how I feel about the movie. Oh God!
But no, Star Wars was about Darth Vader kids, but you know, we know
it was about Vader.
You know what we was really there for.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't understand that part of it. And then when he got cast, I was like, oh yeah, this sounds like some shit he fucking did. But I like what the real King Richard came out and said that we don't condone violence unless it's to protect us. I like that. I like what he said. You know what I mean?
And that's my point too, is you can say that you're protecting your wife's honor, but the only reason to get physical is if there's an actual threat. Let's be real. Chris Rock wasn't a threat. Slapping him did nothing for you.
Honestly, that's why I said just saying keep my wife's name out the mouth would just suffice.
Oh yeah, that would have killed.
I agree.
They would have cut that shit out. They would have cut it out. Somebody would have talked and tweeted about it later, and then we would have heard the uncut audio at some point, and then everybody might have had a little more respect for Will and Chris same time. But now both of them are destroyed because of one earth-shattering slap.
I feel like both of them will be fine. They'll be fine. One rich nigga, two rich niggas. One about to make a whole bunch of money off of this shit anyway. He about to capitalize off of it. And the other one, he'll be just fine. Because niggas, one, it's a group of that, and that's another thing is I'm just glad we don't have this. Black people don't have this fucking hive mind, and just like right here, everybody has their own opinion about some black shit. This was some black shit that fucking happened, even though it was in
it's
a white
it's
space.
a nigga moment.
Yeah, it was a nigga moment, Phil. Thanks.
It was a
nigga moment. On the nigga side of Gotham City. It was some nigga shit that happened on the nigga side of Gotham City. And everybody got different opinions about it. Well, we ain't one hive mind just because it's, you know what I'm saying?
How about that exists? But all right, good. No, sorry, I just brought it up.
So that part of it is cool. But it's just like, that's why I said we living in Gotham City, because it's like a nigga really went up there. A nigga really went up there and slapped somebody, and motherfuckers are actively trying to cancel people who give their opinions. People who not only the people who were there, but people who, they're actors, so they're in that space. You know what I'm saying? I've been to the Oscars before. I won an Oscar before. I could give my opinion on this. I know Will Smith. I've done work with Will Smith. I've done work with Chris Rock. But no, everybody else got to sit down and shut the fuck up about the shit.
But it shows where we are, man. That really does show where we are. There's no right side. There's always somebody that's going to be offended. If you took Chris' side, if you took Will's side, if you said he should have slapped him, you say he shouldn't have slapped him. If you say Chris should have told the joke, he shouldn't have told the joke. There are entire pocket groups of people whose entire life is to troll the internet and make sure that their voice gets heard. And they try and cancel people who think differently other than them. So it's always going to be that. Like, you can't, there is no neutral statement to make nowadays. Ever. There's no live and let live. There's no your opinion's yours. There's no, you have your right to believe what you believe. It's if you don't believe what I believe, you're wrong, and I'm going to destroy you for it.
Exactly. And people are they'll even fabricate shit.
Of course.
They'll go so far as they'll make shit up. And
what was it?
Doctor photos.
And 3 when the truth gets told.
This shit is crazy. Yeah. And that's the crazy. That's why I said we live in fucking Gotham City.
We'll never fucking know.
Evil is winning, man.
Yeah, that Metropolis thing. Yeah, no, look, harking back to that. I was like, dude, you got the most over-involved, godlike creature of all time patrolling the streets and
nigga, Metropolis, their police are stand up. Ain't a black shot. Don't a lead bullet touch a black person in Metropolis, yeah. Come on, yeah. No, we in Gotham, my nigga. We in fucking Gotham. And that fucking bat signal ain't lit up in years. All right. I don't know when it happened, young. We've been living here for a while. I feel like now I'm just looking around and being like, damn, we really is in Gotham City. Where the narrative changed, because I'm telling you, it's just shit that I feel like when we were growing up that yeah, the shit. I mean, it ain't too much that changed nowadays, but it's like the shit was like, even just like relationships. You can't. I know nowadays you can't even talk to a chick unless you DM her on Instagram and send her something on a Cash App or something, or like chicks are open about hustling niggas. They open about it. They don't want to mess with niggas because unless they got money or some shit like that, or you know what I'm saying, I don't want to mess with you unless you buy me a Birkin bag, and it's like everybody straight with that shit.
Now they
You know
got the support behind them. Now they got the support behind them to continue doing that shit. That shit used to get bashed back in the day. Nowadays, that shit is like, oh, she just strong. Oh, she knows what she wants. Yeah, but if it's at the expense of somebody else, I mean, isn't that still technically wrong? But
And even niggas fucking look up to their heroes are motherfuckers who got multiple fucking baby mothers and have no commitment to any youngin', but keep getting youngins pregnant. That used to be a thing. It was like, yeah, you can do your thing out here, but just don't make no fucking kids unless you're gonna fucking take care of them, not just financially, but be there to raise them up and shit like that. But nah, motherfuckers got like 20 baby mothers and just be letting their baby mothers just tear each other the fuck down. Got these broken houses and shit like that.
That shit is cool now.
That's what I'm saying. It's cool. Now it's cool. That shit crazy.
It's cool now.
I don't know when that shit changed, yeah.
But it ain't like back in the day. So here's the difference, though. Remember back in the day, you know, you had a whole nother family down the block, you know, but you at least took care of both houses.
It was tough.
You know, niggas took care of both houses.
They put that shit on Front Street now.
Yeah, but now it's just.
What was it saying back in the day? I can't remember what it was.
About airing your dirty laundry or some shit?
Not just that, it was like, don't, you know, just like you're not, like, that one used to be, I don't know, it's just weird to me just how shit flipped now. And it's just everybody, like, even with relationships with people, like, you just want to get over on somebody. You know what I'm saying? You come in,
every man for themselves.
Right. You come into the relationship saying, what advantage do I get out of being with this person? Not emotionally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not emotionally, but financially or status or whatever the fuck. But I will say this thing. I don't know if y'all heard this story. I don't know if y'all listen to it or watch them on YouTube. It's this joint called the Pivot Podcast with Ryan Clark and what's the name? Not Chan. Is the name Channing Frye? Yeah, Channing Frye. What's the name? Channing Frye? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, long neck motherfucker. Yeah, Channing Frye.
No, not Channing Frye. That's not his name.
What's his
name? No, like football. He used to be a linebacker with the Dolphins. But they used to be on.
Not Jason Taylor.
No, not Jason Taylor. His name is Channing. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the nigga's name right now. But they used to be on the I Am Athlete podcast with like Chad Johnson and Brandon Marshall bitch ass. But they came out, a story came out and made its way around talking about how Channing was like that Russell Wilson is a square, and the only reason that Sierra is with him is because he got money. I don't necessarily 100% agree with that. He was like, if he had money, he wouldn't be with her. She wouldn't be with him, and this and that. She would be with Future because Future cool and this and that. I don't agree with that 100%.
Future probably wouldn't be with her, but you know, whatever. Okay.
I don't agree with that 100%. The reason I say that is because I feel like Russell Wilson a good dude, and I feel like she saw that, and that's why they still together. Would they have met if he didn't have money? Probably not, because you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been nowhere where Sierra was. I ain't never been nowhere where Russell Wilson was. I ain't got no money on, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got Russell Wilson, Sierra money. So I don't move in them circles like that.
So I'm gonna say this, right? You got me in a tough spot here. You see this hat I'm wearing right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this was literally 2 months ago, I would lay into this conversation big time. Because I've always taken issue with some of the shit reported in their relation. You know how keep it to yourself, right?
Such as what?
But don't float me some bullshit. And like, what my man Cat would say, I'm a grown man. You're not about to sit there and just, tell me whatever the fuck you want to tell me and think I'm just going to accept that it's true.
Such as what?
He was like, oh, we're saving ourselves, for marriage. We've abstained. I was like, nigga, did you just see the video your girlfriend came out with? Abstain? Really? That's what's happening? Y'all promise bringing it? My nigga?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what y'all doing? You gonna tell me that? Like, oh, fuck you. Like, but anyway.
Listen.
But no, it makes total sense, right? It makes total sense. What do chicks who went for the Flash dude when they were young end up doing when they get older? They go for the calm. They go for the calm, settle. They go for the opposite.
Right.
She don't been through the Bow Wows. She probably don't ran through some other cats.
50 Cent. She was with 50 Cent. She was with.
Yeah, she had she had her fun with the bad boys, whatever. And then she found her the squarest, level-headed, agreeable, doting.
I don't think Russell Wilson's square though.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Yes, he is fucking square.
I don't think he's square.
But it's not in a bad way. It's just that square that you can't believe him. But it's actually who he is. Like,
Russell Wilson,
square.
I think he is who the fuck
he is. Who he portrays to be, but you question it because of, state of the world and who we are. You be like, that one cat, you be like, he a little too happy-go-lucky, goody-goody, whatever. And then you find out that's just really who that cat is. And you're like, okay, but you're skeptical for a long time. Just how we're wired. That dude is that way. So she found the most, like I said, even keeled, ain't got a bunch of skeletons in his closet. Yeah, he was married to a white broad, fresh out of college. No, matter of fact, he was engaged to her in college, married her, and I think divorced her or something like that. Either one. He had his white girl early. Most dudes get their white girl a little later, right? He had it early. Got that out. Most even keeled, chill dude. He went to fucking Wisconsin, for Christ's sake.
Played baseball, had a baseball scholarship.
He was going to make money either way. He's just an even guy. So he's like the complete opposite of Molly and Percocet. You know what I mean? Like instead of Molly and Percocet, you got like, I don't know, men's one a day.
Right.
So she went the opposite route. She got a kid now. Because chicks, and they'll never, they'll admit that. Once a chick has a kid and she's single, her priorities and men changes too most of the time. Yeah. If she got a head on her shoulders.
Right. Yeah, because you're not just dating for you. You want to pick a man that you want to pick a man that your son can look up to.
And the last thing you want is that kid's father. Just saying. That's the last fucking thing she wanted. So what she go do? She went to the opposite side of the spectrum. And she got that, that dude who's very agreeable. He'll do a bunch of TikToks and Instagrams with her, show her off, yada, yada. He's proud to be with her. All that type shit like that. Yeah, she went for that. She did what she was supposed to. That all tracks. But telling me you ain't hit that, come on. That's just...
I think it's true. I think it's true. When I had got out of a bad, you probably remember. When I had got out of a bad relationship.
Of course, I remember, nigga. You've been in like 2.
I'm a abstain. This nigga funny as shit. I'm a abstain. I'm abstain because I feel like.
I'm sorry, my nigga. You've been in 2.
And then he real.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Bill. You want to hear his relationship advice, Bill, about his extensive dating history? Is that what you want to hear? He had 2.
I abstained. I abstained after when I got out of a really bad relationship. I'm like, well, maybe I'm just picking the wrong, partner or whatever.
You know what? I remember that. I remember that time frame. Because you gave me that same fucking advice.
Yeah. And you know why they're still together today? Because they were able to connect emotionally before they even connected physically. It's people that do that. It's people that say, who aren't virgins, but will say, I've lived enough and I've seen enough to where I was like, I want to meet somebody and connect with them emotionally. I want to, before I give myself to somebody fully, I want to know that
That nigga was like 25.
Both of them are celebrities. He was a football player and a very successful football player, one of the hottest football players in the world, still to this day. Come on now, them dudes they be getting like 6 chicks an hour and shit.
Let me think about
Pool
something.
that be getting thrown at them, you know. If you a celebrity, especially nowadays, you don't even gotta be. You don't even gotta be a football player. You just gotta be like, look how many followers I got on whatever the fuck ever. Look how many followers I got on LinkedIn. Look how many people follow me on fucking Twitter or whatever the fuck ever. And then, he must be somebody. He's a celebrity. This and that. That's all you got to do. You can buy a whole bunch of bots and people think you fucking famous. Don't know what you're famous for. Haven't seen you do nothing. But all you got to do is show them that follower count, and all of a sudden you famous. And for some reason, people drop their draws for that shit, men and fucking women. Because I ain't gonna just put it on women. Because niggas do that shit nowadays. Niggas is hoes just as much as these women is out here. That's why I said we live in Gotham City. I'm telling you, listen.
Take offense to that, Raymond. But,
there's a lot of industries that we didn't need that went away during the pandemic, and male strippers are one of them that we need to go away. I'm tired of male strippers. They need to go. They got to go. All right.
Are you tracking that?
Seriously, male strippers are way worse than female strippers.
Are you tracking that? I'm curious. I'm not even curious about your stance on it. I'm curious how you're so up to date with what the male strippers are doing.
Listen. All right.
I don't want to, brother.
I scroll through social media. Anytime your girl say she going to a paint and sip with her girls for girls night, watch out for that shit. Watch out for that shit. Cause what are they painting? They're not painting fruit, Vaughn. They need a model, right? They need a fucking model. They're not painting apples and a banana. No, Vaughn. They get a model. That's the excuse. Oh, these dudes coming in there, they stripped down naked, and we painting them. But that ain't the case. They just going to stripping. And these niggas be off the chain. Have you not seen that video where the youngin is sitting down, the easel is in front of her, she got her head back like this on the chair, and the dude is behind her, just straight down her throat. I'm telling you, these male strippers, they are off the chain. They off the fucking chain. They need to
This going in the podcast?
Yes, this is going in the fucking podcast. Male strippers need to go away.
Hey, Ray, you might want to get the editing with this, man, because you're sounding a little...
No, I'm trying to tell you, they gotta go away. Because I got 2 sons, and I refuse. I fucking refuse, yeah. They off the chain, yo. They way more aggressive than women strippers.
What does that have to do?
I feel like
Fuck
you, man.
Hey, Bill.
But the fucking
Hey, Bill.
And it's looking directly at him too on my screen at least.
Hey, oh my God, that is perfect.
And then he scoots down now.
And then nobody's been doing that this whole time. You ain't noticed it with the Goku joke. Hey, Ray. I just need you to attach something for me. How the fuck does you having 2 sons factor into you trying to destroy the male stripper community?
Because F them. What have they done for us? Do you know a male stripper that you need to get support from too? They don't deserve our sympathy. They are a bane to our community.
Take your pick. Take your pick, Ray.
But they also don't. They've also done nothing to me that would make me actively try and cancel them.
Yeah, cancel them because they just forcing themselves on women. They don't respect the rules. They don't respect the rules of being an exotic dancer. Okay,
Ray. All right, you know what? You're right. You're in the loft. Brittany's never going to see this, and
they don't.
It was the last time you've been to a strip club.
I don't know.
Exactly. I was gonna say, last time I went, I sure enough had some titties forced in my face.
No,
I
see,
mean,
that's different. That's different.
aggressively,
That's different.
like, you know,
That's different. That's different.
aggressively,
That's
like
different.
very
That's
aggressive.
different. That's different.
Like just,
That's different.
yeah, like
So you would be
Yeah.
cool.
Ray,
That's
if
different.
if
That's
I
different.
if I don't remember on your bachelor party,
I don't remember shit. That's different.
okay,
I don't remember shit.
he's not
That's
gonna
different.
remember it anyway.
Because if
also
you are,
I
that's
wasn't
different.
supposed to be drinking either.
Because then if a dude put his chest in a girl's face, that's different. That's completely different. That's nothing. That's different. I'm not talking about that. That to me is permitted in. If you go to a male, it's so many. But look at that. It's so many rules in a male strip
Right.
club. When you go
Right.
to a female strip club
right,
with female dancers, you can't
Right.
touch them. None of that. Males get
Right.
roped up, get
Right.
all grabbed up, and all of that shit. And
all
then
right.
they
If you're
take
mad
you
that the
slapping
rules
they-
aren't the same, I'll take that.
I've
If you're mad that the rules aren't the same, I'll take that.
I've never been to a strip club where a youngin just put her vagina right in my fucking unwarranted. Because them
not
youngins be
gonna
smelling
share
a lot of times.
I'm not
Them
going to share
youngins-
that. Okay.
Them
I'm not
youngins
gonna
be
share that.
and them niggas they smell like coconut oil and sweat.
All right. So hold on. I'm gonna share two stories for you. One is very quick, and I don't know if you probably remember this, but I had a birthday that happened at a place at one time. And nobody can. The details are redacted. That a chick literally took a
details
water
are-
bottle, a water bottle,
Mhm.
placed it in an inappropriate place, sucked the water in, and then pow right to the everything.
What would be the male equivalent of that? Though? I don't think there is.
Is that not egregious? That's egregious, right?
That is egregious.
That's very egregious.
That is
I mean,
egregious.
That's
That's
technically,
very much-
you know,
That's nasty,
that's
especially
kind of
especially
nasty.
when you think about in a pandemic. That's even nastier. That's
It wasn't in the
gross.
pandemic at the time, but
I know,
okay,
but
yeah,
I'm saying,
that's
but now, even especially now.
can COVID be sexually transmitted? Anybody research that yet? I tried. I didn't find anything.
Wow.
Anyway, so hey, come on, man. I haven't had a lot to do over the past.
I
few months.
believe so. I don't think it's just because they say droplets, right? If you do droplets,
Yeah, that's why they tell us to stand 6 feet back. So
all right.
because people that spit when they talk.
Ah, but what if we were all wearing like shields?
Nah.
Nah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it's still a body of liquid. So
Is it one of those sweat on you situations? Is it one of those porous type situations? I mean, you know,
Nigga, that's
I
gross.
thought it had to be inhaled.
That's gross.
Oh, whatever, Ray. All right, come on, man.
That's very.
Let's not all act like, hey, juices are juices. It happens. Things that happen. Right? All right, whatever. But anyway, no. The other story I had to tell is the day I was stripper raped. And I think I've told you this story before, Ray.
I haven't heard about this.
Wait a minute.
I was at Old School Bass and Crew, right?
It was
This
male
was some years
strippers.
ago. And I went by myself, right?
See, that's what I'm
Old School
saying. I'm
Bass,
trying to tell you,
know.
that's why they gotta get shut down, man. They can raise dudes, man. They talk about this Me Too movement and
this
stuff.
chick,
Get them out of here.
it was a chick there who was, don't get me wrong, by all accounts, she looked fake to me. Everything was fake, right? She had a fake ass, fake titties, but she was in real good shape and everything like that. And a lot of guys were after her or whatever. She asked me for a dance. I said, no, I'm okay. I was just chilling, right? And then, you know, this girl who was more my speed came. You know, she was a thick girl. Definitely was built, like, but she was a pretty girl and she was thick. So she came, sat down, we started talking. We talked more than anything, and then she danced for me for like, you know, like 3-4 songs. So the other girl, I turned her down twice, by the way, the first girl. She comes back up to me, smelling like, you know, like Tanqueray and orange juice or some shit. Yeah, it was a it was one of those like, oh God. So she sits on my lap and she goes face to face with me. I'm like, oh man, like, just leaning back because she's like really kicking with the like alcohol breath, right? She's like, oh baby, you know what? I've been looking at you all night. I was like, like it felt really creepy. Like I was sitting there like, like recoiled, like, this is, kind of rough and embarrassing for her. But I told her I didn't want to dance. She just still sat there. She wouldn't get off of me. And then she tried to dance for me. And she was like, come on, baby. Like, she tried to grab my dick. I moved her hand away. She tried to kiss me twice. I dodged her. And the third time she tried to kiss me, I dodged back. And as I was coming forward, she timed me. And she licked my face from
I
chin to
remember that.
forehead.
I remember you said that, yeah.
Well, I said I got reverse Rick James, right?
I feel like that's assault.
That's right. That is assault. Like I was completely unwilling, and then she went off on me about, oh, you dance with that bitch. Come on, Phil. What the hell, man?
Had to hit him the uncle, you raggedy bitch.
The timing of these fucking things, man. Where's he getting them? Do you like reach into your infinite fifth dimension bag, like for anything you think of, and then just throw it up there?
Yeah.
Okay, I can respect that. But no, that's an unwarranted situation. You think that like most of these chicks who go to these strip club parties with guys don't know what's happening? They go there for it, man. Don't be mad at them for getting money for it. Them chicks went there for that type of treatment.
I don't like
Most of the time. You see videos of how wild these chicks get with these male strippers. Like these chicks are doing this stuff voluntarily.
I don't like
I
that.
had a situation forced on. They be going.
Do you not like it because you have a wife and you don't want her to ever?
Exactly.
Just be honest with us. Yeah,
Exactly.
just be honest with us.
That's one reason.
Ray just had a baby. He's insecure about his body.
Oh, you don't want your boys growing up to be I want to be a male stripper?
Exactly. That's another reason. Because job pickings is getting slim out here.
Real slim.
You either could be a YouTuber or especially if you're a dude nowadays, or you be a fucking. Because it ain't like dudes could knock somebody up and prosper from that unless your wife is Kelly Clarkson,
Oprah,
or Mary J. Blige.
Oof. Okay, but no, Ray, just be honest, man. Look, Ray, you're with friends, man. We care about you. We love you. We know you're having some body image issues after the pregnancy. You don't feel, you don't feel attractive. You don't feel sexy. I'm sure, it's, and you're still in the feeding age. So it's like, you still,
but also the other reason I'm saying is because like female strippers, they go on to be like reality TV stars or like rappers or actresses or whatever the fuck Amber Rose is. But like, what the fuck has a male stripper done? Channing Tatum? Was Channing Tatum a male stripper?
Yeah, apparently, I think he was.
Wasn't Tank one?
And I think they were in the movie or something.
I feel like Tank was. I don't know why I feel like Tank was.
I think I remember hearing
I feel like I've heard an interview where Tank was. But other than those two, nobody. Who do they have to? What's their end game? They turn 50 and that's it. If they ain't.
But you don't know who was the male stripper, Ray. You don't know because nobody cares.
Wasn't Swayze working at Chippendales? Ain't Chippendales gone now?
I mean, I don't know. It might be an institution. It's like Hooters, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah, but nah, you said Swayze. Who? Oh, Patrick Swayze. My bad. That was I think that was more the Chris Farley SNL joke, but okay.
I thought that was a real thing. I thought he really used to work there. But you can believe that shit. I think it's true.
If you told me it was real, I
feel like Mark Wahlberg may have been one.
I mean, he was an underwear model. I mean,
maybe that's where they go. And a racist.
And a bigot.
And a racist.
And then goes and rap.
Hopefully he's next. Hopefully he slap a nigga. Well, not a
Never
nigga.
happened.
Not a nigga.
Never happened.
Let
He
him
keeps his
slap
mouth
Ricky
shut.
Gervais. Yeah, he do keep his mouth shut.
Keep
He
his mouth
shuts the
shut.
fuck up. He shuts right the fuck
He know that nigga. That nigga know he from Boston. He know damn
Yeah.
well he don't want nobody digging into this shit.
Yeah, because
Or
it
his
came
brother.
out. It came out a little bit a couple years ago, and he did not respond to it. Just kept it moving. Yep, I was young. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yep. Real simple.
And that's another thing about the whole circling back to this nigga Fresh Prince.
Oh, after male strippers, yeah. Uh-huh.
he didn't
6 degrees
apologize.
of that, huh?
I don't feel like he apologized. He didn't apologize.
No, I
He
mean-
apologized like the next day on social media. Then
He
his
typed
wife
it
said
out.
what she said, but he didn't apologize during his little speech. He said something. He didn't apologize to Chris.
There'll be a
was mad at.
video eventually.
Man, I'm done. I'm done.
No,
He's on-
we're all done,
he's-
but there'll be a
there's a-
video.
It's a couple people I'm done with. Like anytime their name is attached to anything, I'm not. Don't count me to show up to that party or whatever the fuck. That's Kanye, because I'm so over Kanye. I'm so over it.
Nigga wearing rain boots with his jeans tucked into him.
Been done with Kanye. Will
I'm
and
sorry.
Jada now. Will and Jada now. Please don't put Will Smith in the MCU because I like watching MCU stuff. So don't put him in there. He does not need to be
Hey.
in there.
Well, if he dies in there.
Instead of the snap, it's the slap.
Ah, that'd be hilarious.
It's good and cheesy. I had to come with something corny.
Of course, Mark Wahlberg, and that's just personally because I can't stand Mark Wahlberg and everything he does. And there hasn't been anything that Mark Wahlberg has put out in the last. I mean, I'm only saying 10 years because that's as far as I'm willing to go. Last 10 years that I've been here for.
Shooter
And
was
I've
good.
given him chances. Man, fuck Shooter.
Shooter was good.
Fuck Shooter. Screw that shit. Screw that movie.
Good.
I've seen better.
None of the Transformers were. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Who else is on my? Oh, Ben Affleck.
Fuck Affleck. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fucking put a fucking phoenix on your back, rising out of your ass. You silly fucking.
Ben Affleck was trash.
Can one man be so lucky? Huh? How exactly the fuck can that happen?
Ben Affleck is straight trash.
You know what's funny? That whole those who can't do teach thing. Then he fucks around and is a good director. Like stay behind the camera, motherfucker, not in front of him.
What did he direct that was good other than The Town? I enjoyed The Town.
Argo won an Oscar.
I mean, it won an Oscar, but wasn't good. There have been movies that have won Oscars that weren't good.
That weren't all that great, but Argo, I'm trying to remember if I saw it all the way through.
I haven't seen Argo, so I won't.
The Town was dope.
The Town was dope.
The Town was hard, but that was a lot of that was Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
But Affleck actively stayed the fuck out of it. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
he
the
did.
character in the movie.
He
chilled
didn't
the
make
fuck
himself
out.
as important as because he
And,
always
yeah.
seemed to do that in whatever movie he either directs or stars in. If he
'Cause
makes
he-
himself more important than he needs to be.
Which I'm not saying is, it's easy to direct and act in the same movie, but like, you should know what your vision is because you're the director. Anyway, but no, so
Have you ever seen? I can't remember if that was Watch. I think it was Watch Mojo. They did like a top 10 list of the actors who have in the same year had their worst movie and their best movie.
holy shit, I watched that.
You gotta watch that shit. Man. I think
I
he was.
watched that.
No, he wasn't on there. What's his name? Is his name Josh Hartnett?
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett. He was on there for Pearl Harbor was his worst movie, but that same year Black Hawk Down came out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then
That's
Benedict was on there, and they said Power of the Dog was his best movie. Have you seen that movie? It's on Netflix.
No, it was an Oscar bait movie, but I haven't seen
It's
it.
very Oscar baity. It is. That is not a okay. sometimes I feel like as a black person, movies aren't really made for me, but
Real true.
I can still watch them sometimes. That movie is definitely not made for black people. It's not that they do anything racist in it, or it's just it's not.
Mm.
We can't connect with that movie like that emotionally or whatever the fuck ever. It's
Right,
nothing
it's
in
nothing
there
good
for
for
black. You know, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
it's nothing
slow.
good.
It's not in it. It's not a lot of action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's an emotional drama. But I will say that Benedict acted his fucking ass off in that fucking. He did. He did really good in that movie. And then his worst movie that year was Spider-Man.
His
Welcome
worst
back,
movie,
brother.
His worst
I don't know
his
if
worst
you
role.
heard everything.
his worst role was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What y'all talking about?
You missed a lot, so you're gonna have to watch it whenever it comes out.
No, no,
He
what y'all talking
ain't
about right now?
miss much. He ain't miss much.
We got our first view. Yeah, stamped. Yeah, Trayvon got to go back and catch up. That's what's up.
So, what was I just talking about?
We were talking about
Nothing.
Watch Mojo had done this list called top 10 actors who had their worst role and their best role in the same year.
Ben Affleck. Not why does he suck? How hard does he suck? That's the question.
Because
What's your favorite Ben Affleck movie, Trayvon?
what's my favorite Ben Affleck movie?
Yeah.
Shit.
Like the Snyder Cut.
Let's see.
You just look like a Snyder Cut type of guy.
I have to say Dogma.
Okay. Okay. Not
And
even
he
mad at
still got outshined by Matt Damon. Fuck him.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
I'm
And
a
you're
Matt
on
Damon.
brand
I'm
'cause
a
Chris
Matt
Rock was
Damon
in that
fan.
movie, so I'm not mad at you. You
I'm
like
more
Matt
of a
Damon?
Matt Damon fan.
I like Matt Damon. He's on that line. He's right there.
Matt
right there.
Damon.
I like Matt Damon, but he's on that. He
Still
is on
love
that
it.
fucking line.
Still love that Team America.
Vaughn, what'd you say?
Oh, for my favorite Ben Affleck
Yeah,
movie?
what's your favorite Ben Affleck?
Oh, whichever one he died in. That movie he died in, yeah.
Did he
whichever
die
one.
in Pearl Harbor?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm just saying if they offer him.
Did he
I'm
die
all for it.
in Reindeer Games?
I look at it like Sean Bean. Like, if he
No,
died.
I don't feel like he. Oh my God, that movie could have been good, but he was so bad.
Or was it The Town?
Did he die in the town? He
I
did.
don't think he died.
No, he didn't die in the town. He got away.
Jeremy Renner died, right? Jeremy Renner died.
Renner died. Yeah,
Jeremy
Renner went out hard like
Renner
a G.
died.
Renner went out like a G. My favorite Affleck movie.
Don't see any of the Batman shit.
I haven't seen Gone Girl.
Yo, no, hold up. Gone Girl was one of those movies, like, all right.
Actually,
You know
I
how
can
you
say-
feel after you watch Roswell? Rosewood?
Yeah.
That feeling at the Rosewood or Mississippi Burning or any number of those movies. That feeling you have when, the next time you see a white guy, you might just be like, not even like, you could know this dude for years. You
might Will Smith that nigga? Yeah.
Will him, that nigga. Will
Just
nigga.
unprovoked violence.
I say the accountant was probably okay movie.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that movie, yeah.
It
I hate
was okay.
that nigga Ben Affleck. That's the accountant was so good because that motherfucker played okay, now, all right. I don't want to say anything. This is going on the internet, right?
He was autistic.
I don't want to get canceled, but
Yeah,
the
he was
only
autistic.
reason,
He was
the
autistic.
only reason the movie worked is because
The
he didn't have to
movie
do a whole lot
itself
of
is offensive.
He played
acting. He didn't have to do a whole lot of
He
acting.
played an autistic person, or somebody who's on the spectrum. That
Mhm.
Yeah, he was on the spectrum.
Social awkwardness and some cues, like some things like that. OCD.
But
standard
apparently
traits. That was
in
a good
the autistic community, being all it's controversial because they always make a movie about somebody with autism who's a savant and who's really good with numbers and all that stuff. It can break down codes and shit like that.
But they can bitch about it, but the spectrum is real. Like,
what
dude,
did,
you know how many people are just on that spectrum who I know who actually are really smart people.
Hey, what did whatchamacallit say in Tropic Thunder? You can't go all the way. You got to go halfway through.
Oh my god.
That's still a legendary line though. He said, you can't go full, man.
Harvey Dudley is a fool.
You did Sean Penn,
Okay.
Rain Man, Forrest Gump.
All right, I
Wait,
think this is
look.
a great place to end it because it's getting to the good matches in WrestleMania.
Good match at WrestleMania. Yeah.
All right, well, it
I'm
was
sorry.
good
There's
chopping
nothing
it
that
up
I
with
would
y'all.
leave. There's nothing I would leave talking shit about Affleck for. Anyway,
And they talk-
maybe that's how we should end every show. It's just pile it on the Ben Affleck.
trash Affleck fest.
Oh my! The only reason
Ben
I'm-
Affleck would have been here, but we didn't have enough time. So see you next time.
the only reason I miss the Justice League movies is the delicious tears from Ben Affleck's like press tours of just how bad and the reviews are bad and how bad the movies were. When he would cry during interviews. I just miss him. Tears. I just miss the tears. That's the only thing. I miss
They bottled it, dried it,
Justice
until he snorted. But now, hold on. One thing before we go though, Ray. Let's go around the horn. We've all been on social media and shit like that. All right, who's got a bomb line from the Chris Rock situation again? Who got a good line? Because the best one I've heard so far is he got cold cocked by a cuck.
Yeah, that's the best one I've heard. The one, yeah. You told me that shit the
I don't
other
really
day.
like that word.
You got
that
cold
shit's
cocked
fire.
by a cuck.
That you didn't cut.
That's a good one. And I gotta give
You
respect
don't like
to
that word? You don't like cut? You don't like the word cut?
Nah,
Why that? What's your issue? What's
It's just-
the word?
what's wrong with cuck.
it's not. I just don't feel it.
You don't feel cuck?
Whoa.
Nah. Never.
All right, no. We know what cuck means. Cuckold. It's a short term for cuckold. You know, that dude who sits over in the corner while his wife gets banged. Basically.
Nah, he out in the open. He's watching it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, they just,
No, there's a difference between a voyeur and a cut.
No, well, all
It's on
voyeurs
the
are
edge of the
cucks, but
bed.
not
I
all
mean-
cucks are voyeurs.
Right. A cuck sits on the edge of the bed. Like, he knows that she's doing it. That dude might be holding the camera.
I don't get how people do that. Like you like.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, you mean you don't get enjoyment from going on
That
the
word.
hub and looking up cuckold.
I ain't do that either.
I think that's a white thing. That's a white thing, except for if you're Will Smith, who got white money. So
Everybody got white money.
no,
Is it
Will
like
Smith got white.
reverse
I don't have
Mandingo?
white money. You got white money?
I got.
It's a real Ken Norton.
I got trailer park white money.
Which is black money because you black.
I'm trying to get that, reclaim the city white people money. You know, that. I'm trying to get that.
Shit, I'm trying to get that. I'm
Take
taking over
you
your,
street back white money. That's what I
I'm
want.
trying to get that. I'm taking over your city money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, Chocolate City. Yeah, we can run that out here. I want
Oh,
that
y'all
money.
do. Y'all got murdered. Somebody got murdered across the street. I buy this house right here.
I want to.
Yeah, you know what that sounds like? You know what that sounds like? That sounds like some shit that would happen in Gotham City. All right.
No.
Still on it.
All right,
he
before
killing
we
it, though.
go, let's bring it back to what we had originally, how we originally got together. This used to be a gaming podcast, and we always want to add a little bit of game for it. So this is how we really end the show. Everybody say what they've been playing and what they plan on playing until the next episode. I've been playing Mass Effect. I finally fucking beat the Legendary Edition the other day. I didn't know what to pick. So I just
You're not gonna know.
It's no wrong answer except for I didn't know you could shoot the kid.
Yeah.
And now I kind of I'm gonna try to beat season. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Is finish season. That's what I've been playing. Who next? Phil.
I've been playing the Overwatch and streaming Mass Effect when I get time to stream. And yeah.
Dope.
That's it.
All right.
I've been trying to play video games, but I'm about to start back First game I'm playing when I get back is Streets of Rage 4.
4?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back because they got the DLC came out. I bought the DLC, but I never beat the DLC, so I'm gonna go back and beat that.
Yeah, you can play as Shiva, and
And,
they got like a
and Max.
they got like yeah, and Max, yeah, and they got like a survival. It's dope, and you could change your special moves. It's dope. It
Yeah.
is dope. I was playing the shit out of that joint.
That's cool.
Devon.
Honestly, I've been so fucking busy with work, man. The only game I really like anything new that's not like not mind numbing is Sifu. So I've been playing Sifu. I've been getting my ass kicked. I still
So
play
that's
my
right.
Yeah, I've been getting my ass kicked. And it's embarrassing because you realize with that game, it's a troll move that make you older every time you lose. Because it's like the game's
Yep.
calling you an old man for getting your ass whooped. Like, oh, you suck,
Me,
old man.
me and Ray was making jokes because he was streaming it and hilarious.
And then that's what I've been playing. I kind of been itching for some first person shooter. I haven't done that in a while.
I think I'm gonna get the new Halo game so I can do that.
I might dust off one of the old Modern Warfares or something like that. I might dust one of those off. Oh, other game I've been playing. It's actually on my phone. It's called Dan the Man. It's a platform game. It's kind of funny, but it's like a platform fighting game type thing. Like, basically Mario who can kick somebody's ass. It's fun.
Wow. Okay.
It's a fun little.
I don't know why that sounds familiar to me.
Now, you might have seen I saw it on like a YouTube commercial. And I was like, it looks fun. Something to kill some time with a little bit, but it's actually fun.
Speaking of mobile games, that made me think of I've been playing this Ninja Turtle game that my son is obsessed with. Whenever I have
the Shredder one.
No, it's not. It's not called Shredder. Something. It's like it's not a good game. And it has nothing to do with anything. It's just a bunch of it is really a money grab. But I was bringing that up to say they are coming out with the Kawabunga collection.
Yeah,
Where
heard
it's
of
13 Ninja Turtle games, and I'm getting that shit. Including Hypestone Heist. Remember that? Remember when Trayvon used to play the shit out of that joint?
Yeah. You're talking about they also get the fight. They got the fighting game on there too.
The Turtles in Time and everything.
My shit. Turtles in Time was my shit.
Yeah.
Like beating that was one of the greater moments in my gaming life.
Now, the only thing that I haven't heard is if it's going to be online multiplayer, which I hope it is. I hope they can integrate that into it. That way we can kind of like hop on and shit like that. Because that would be dope.
Honestly, I need to finish it. I just need to finish. Right? I don't. That's
why I beat Mass Effect, because I was like, I had started it and I was like, no, I need to finish this fucking game.
I don't finish games.
Yeah, because it's going to take forever.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, did y'all see the new trailer for the teaser for Street Fighter 6?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
What else
Ryu
can they
with
really
the beard?
Yeah, Ryu with
Give
the beard.
Ryu a beard.
What else can they really do?
I'm buying the game just because my man got facial hair. Ryu has a beard. Man. What?
Man, Ray, that plus the stripper conversation.
Hey, that's dope. No, yeah. How old are we? We're reaching in 5 years. And
in our gaming characters that we played with as we grew up getting older.
Yeah, Ryu done had a baby face forever. Akuma don't even have facial hair.
It's shit like that. It's shit like that.
The only person who had facial hair was like Zangief. I think Gao maybe had a skin.
No,
that
Gao
had
didn't have facial hair. He was in the air.
He didn't have facial.
He's in the
No,
Air
I'm
Force.
trying to remember. Did he have a skin? He may not. He might.
Only person that had facial hair was Zangief and Blanca with the sideburns.
Yeah.
Okay, we counting sideburns as facial hair.
I think didn't Jet have one? Then what we call it? What's the kickboxer name?
Sagat?
Sagat.
No, kickboxer, not the tie.
No, Sagat was
DJ.
Oh, DJ. Oh, the Jamaican dude.
No, DJ had a facial hair.
Yeah, he had a rat tail. He didn't have facial hair.
Yeah, he had facial with a rat tail.
Somebody had facial. No, Jen. That was it. The dude that trained Yin and Yang and Chung Li.
Oh, with the long little
Yeah.
old man food junk.
Oh yeah, past my time too. But anyway,
Oh yeah, you probably stopped at 2.
hey, look, man, I played something like 4 and shit like that, but every time I got
Oh,
to that
okay.
greased up motherfucker,
Oh, what was his name? No, not 12. That was 333.
no, the cheating motherfucker who dumped oil on himself. Every time I got to that motherfucker, I can never beat that character. He's a counter move.
You know what he
Yeah.
looks like? Mama? You know who else jumps oils on himself? Mama? Male strippers. And that's what we do. That's what we
So
into
now we'll circle back to that. You and Ryu's beard. You have
Yep,
questions.
Vaughn,
Thank y'all.
You having some questions about yourself
brother,
after
you're gonna have to
baby.
listen to the
I'm all right,
podcast.
y'all.
You having some questions about after the baby.